high converting product pages? How can we be getting more sales out of the traffic that we're getting on our website, and how can we make more profit with our ads? If you're watching this video, it's probably because you're a dropshipper or you have an e-commerce brand and you're all maybe losing money, or you're looking to get more sales from your store, and maybe you think it's something to do with your conversion rate. Well, in today's video, I'm going to take you through some of the top tips and tricks that I have learned over the years through doing dropshipping, and I'm going to tell you some of the things you can do to improve your conversion rate. If you're new around here, make sure to like and subscribe. My name is Sebastian. I am a serial e-commerce entrepreneur. I've been running ads for over 5-6 years. I've scaled multiple stores to 6 or 7 figures for myself and other clients. And I want to share with you some of the tips and tricks that I have learned so you don't have to make the same mistakes that I did. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and download this document. It will be the second link down below in the description. Just scroll to the bottom of the page, put in your email, and we will send you this document. But please check your spam folder if you don't receive the email. So first of all, I want to go ahead and look at the maths. Now, if you are not interested in this, please do it. Go ahead and skip in the video. But it's quite useful to get an idea of our KPIs. Those are key performance indicators before we scale our ads or start spending on our ads. So I've set up a dummy store here. We have a campaign where we're getting a 67 cents cost per click. We're getting a $10 cost per product, and we're selling it for $45. Let's just make it 45 to make it easy. Now, with a 1% conversion rate, that is the industry standard. If we get a 1% conversion rate for 100 clicks, we get one sale for 67 cents cost per click. Times that by 100, we get $67 cost per purchase, which is obviously very unprofitable. We're losing about $35 on every single order for a 1% conversion rate. So there's two things we can do here. One, we can either get our cost per click down, and if you want to do that, go ahead, have a look at my channel. I have got tens of videos on e-commerce, dropshipping, and Facebook or even TikTok ad strategies to get your cost per clicks down. The other thing we can do is get our conversion rate up, which is obviously what this video is all about. So let's say we move to a 2% conversion rate, we get 1% above the industry standard. Well, we make twice the number of sales for 100 clicks because we've doubled the conversion rate, which means our cost per conversion is going to half. So we'll be at a $34 or $35 cost per purchase. Now, if we include in processing fees, we're probably breaking even at this point. Remember, we're selling a product for 45, we're buying it for 10. Break even's 35. Well, you can see here we're breaking even. So to break even, we have to be getting a 2% conversion rate with a cost per click of 67 cents. Now, you can go ahead and do these calculations for yourself if you want to work out what these numbers are for your own store. But if you're losing money and your numbers are showing that you need a 3% conversion rate to make profitable sales and your store's at a 1.5, then you have your answer. Your conversion rate is not high enough. Alternatively, your ads are too expensive. So then you can identify where you need to make adjustments. Either you need to improve the conversion rate of your store, or you need to make your ad costs cheaper. So what can we do to make our conversion rate higher? Well, before we do that, I'd just like to take a minute to thank today's sponsor, NordVPN. If you want to go ahead and sign up for NordVPN, you can create TikTok ad accounts in other countries. So if you're looking to run TikTok ads in the United States, you can go ahead and click the top link down below in the description. You can set up a NordVPN account and you can create an account in the United States. If you want to work out how to do this, I have got a video on my channel. Also, you can use NordVPN to watch Netflix shows in other countries. Myself, personally, I use NordVPN to watch shows in America just because the Netflix in America has more on it than the UK Netflix. It also provides safe browsing. You can go ahead and look at NordVPN's website. They've got loads of stuff on it and some really cool stats about what you can do. So if you want to sign up and get 52% off NordVPN, click the top link down below in the description. But without any further ado, let's get on with the video. So what can we do to increase our conversion rates? Well, here is a sort of checklist on some of the things that I recommend you put on your landing page to make sure you're making profitable sales. You don't have to do all of them, but I would recommend you try and do most of them. The first one is spell check for your language. If you're running with English as your language, please spell check it. You'll be very surprised how many dropshippers just whack up a quick store and chuck some ads at it and then wonder why it's not working. And then when you audit it, it's full of spelling and grammatical errors. No one is going to trust your website. If people don't trust your website, they're not going to purchase from your website. And they're not going to trust your website if it looks like it's been written by a 4-year-old. So go ahead and spell check and make sure the grammar's correctly. Simple things like the difference between theirs, there, and there, they are, there, and theirs. Things like you are, yours, those sorts of things are a huge issue. So make sure you have these things checked correctly. Especially people who are very savvy with these things will notice it and they will not purchase from your site if they don't trust it. Second thing is have enough images on all of the angles of your product. I recommend you have about 5 images on your website. If you've got 3, you probably get away with it, but you want to have 5 images, and you want most of those images to be from the same sort of photographer or the same style. So if they're all on a white background or they're all on the same background. The other thing is you want them all to be square, so that's 1 by 1. You don't want to have a 1 by 1 and then a landscape and then a portrait, just because it looks weird when they're scrolling through and everything starts moving around on the website. People aren't going to enjoy that experience. You want to have everything to look the same. So congruency is the key here, especially if you're trying to brand yourself. Secondly, or thirdly rather, competitive pricing. Do not put your pricing above your competition. If you're selling an Apple Watch strap for $70 and it's made of cheap plastic from China, and Joe Blogs from down the road is selling it for $19, who do you think the customer's going to buy from? At the end of the day, if they don't know the brand, they have no loyalty to the brand, they're just going to look for pricing. The first thing customers look at is the price of the product. So put it as cheap as you can get away with. Obviously, don't undersell the product so you lose money. You've got to have enough margin in there. I usually recommend 3 times the product price for your selling point if you can get away with it. Fourthly, have a look at your reviews. Make sure you've got reviews on your website. If you have reviews, are they trustworthy reviews? Are they all in Russian? Are they all in Chinese? Now, people who buy, they're looking to see if customers like themselves have bought the product, if customers like themselves enjoyed the product and it didn't break. If they look at the product and a load of people from Russia have ordered the product and is it written in a language they don't understand, they're not going to trust the reviews, they're not going to trust the website. So again, if you go ahead in lots of reviews softwares, you can actually edit the language, you can edit the text, and just make sure that you spend an extra hour double checking your reviews. You want to have a look at bullet points. Now I've got 2 examples of websites here. So this is a tennis trainer product that you may know of. It did very well 2-3 years ago. I in fact made it to $100,000 on this product in a matter of about 30 days 2 years ago. And this is an example, actually this may be based on my website because I was one of the first to the market with this product. Then I had payment processor issues. But bullet points, you can see here they have multiple different features, 4 features here. And you want to make sure that you don't have huge blocks of text. People don't want to read huge blocks of text, especially if you're doing intrusive marketing like TikTok or Facebook. They didn't mean to click on that ad. They never open their phone to go and look at your website, so you don't want to waste their time. You want to get your point across quickly. Now, instead of having 4 paragraphs here, they've got 4 bullet points. I think they could even make these shorter if they really tried as well. So that's very important. Now, this is also a good moment to point out the images. This website has got a lot of the other features that are important, so it's not so much a big issue on this account. But you can see here, all of the images are different styles. We've got some with text, we've got some overlaid onto an image, some with half and half, and some with just completely white backgrounds. So if you can get them all the same, get them all the same. But this really does display what this product does, so it's quite useful in this case. This is another example of someone who actually managed to brand out a product. A few years ago, you'll know the resistance band business did insanely well during COVID, working at home. Lots of people started exercising at home and using these extension bands, and this is an example of someone who managed to brand it. They've got very clear colors, it's all on the white background, and it shows the product packaging the product comes in. So the other thing we want to have is FAQs. If we can have questions and answers, if we can display some of the problems and questions people have about the product and answer those, there's a higher chance people will actually buy. So what are some bonus things that you can add to your website? Well, I always recommend social proof. If you have an influencer who has promoted your product on Twitter or Instagram, screenshot their post and put it on your website because it really does help. Again, UGC content. People who are holding or using your product, it's great to have that on your website because it really shows the customer that A, people have actually received the product, but B, what it looks like in the real world. You can add a video of your fulfillment center. You can just go onto Fiverr and someone will make you a video of a fulfillment center. It really does help boost the level of your brand. People then think you're more established than you actually are. You can have warranty cards. Those are the things that say worldwide shipping, lifetime warranty, refund rate or whatever. You want to have those on your website because it gives more trust to people who visit your website. And then finally, if you can get a video or an image of your product in its packaging, that is going to help no end. It shows people that they're getting a high quality product. The company who's selling the product cares about the product and they want to ship it in a proper piece of packaging. Again, a large proportion of the market of people who buy online are buying as a gift. So you want to make sure that they don't have to gift wrap it. So that's everything for today's video. If you did find it useful, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. If you want to see more videos like this, I will be posting 4 times a week. It's usually every other day. So keep your eye out for videos on this channel, but I will see you in the next video.